Hey guys, Victoria Happer here. And I want to talk to you today about the pendulum. This magical tool in our spiritual toolbox that can be super helpful for you to tap into your own inner wisdom, your own divine wisdom, and innate inner knowing. So first of all, where do you get a pendulum? You can make it if you're super talented. Unfortunately, I'm not that talented, so I have purchased all of my pendulums. Local crystal shops, mineral shops, and New Age shops will have them. You can access them online. So tap in and just kind of give yourself a, is this crystal, is this pendulum for my highest and best, and just see if you get a yes or a no. And sometimes it's just a visual. You might, get a visceral response where the body is just like, ooh, I don't like that. Or you just think, oh, it's so pretty. So maybe that's the one. If you have the option to touch it and see it and feel it and be in the space, definitely pick it up and you just ask it, are you my pendulum? So simply what you're doing is you're not doing anything. I don't know if you can see, come a little closer, but I am literally, my hand is not moving at all. You can see my hand. So to check in and ask the pendulum, show me yes. And so typically it's going to go either clockwise or counterclockwise. Right, so this is going counter. So this is my yes. It's always been my yes. And then I say, show me no. Ooh, and there it goes. So clockwise is no for me. And then show me, it's a maybe or it depends. And there it is. There's my, can you see? Yeah, so it's just basically a straight line forward and back for me. Now, it may be different for you. So that's why it's really important that you don't rely on what somebody else tells you. You want to ask the pendulum itself what these things are for you. So again, show me yes. There it is. Show me no. And obviously it takes a second because it's going in one direction and now it's going to go in the other direction. There's my no. And then show me my maybe. And there it is, a straight line. Okay, good. So obviously you can only ask yes or no questions. So you can't say, tell me what I need to do to attract my true love. That's not going to work. So you have to be very specific in asking the question. So it would be, body, would it be for my highest and best to X, Y, Z? Now let's back it up a little bit. So if you're in a space of scarcity mindset, if you're fearful or you're anxious, you are not vibrating at a high level. And that feeling or emotion can actually affect the answer of the crystal. So the most effective way to ensure that the pendulum is going to be giving you the most accurate information is you need to be clean and clear to get started. So before you go into asking some questions to the pendulum, you want to ground yourself. So grounding means getting out of your head, right? That the monkey mind, the puppy mind, that aspect of us that over analyzes and overthinks and over processes, and moving more into the heart center, moving more into the rest of the body, all the way down to the legs. So whatever that is for you to get grounded, it could be exercise. You could move your body. You could just dance for a few minutes. You could hug a tree. You could lay down on the ground and go into Shavasana. So there's lots of different ways to get grounded. You could eat something. That typically helps to ground us a little bit. So really important, it could be very quick. You could visualize grounding. You can imagine a grounding cord coming out from the base of your tailbone and anchoring all the way down to the core of the earth, Mother Earth, Gaia. So there's lots of different options, but you definitely want to get grounded and get expansive. So I have a guided experience that I created just for you. It is free. All you have to do is go to my website, VictoriaHaffer, HAFFER.com, and opt in to getting information from me on a regular basis, and it will be delivered to your email doorstep. It's 5 minutes, and it helps to get you grounded and expansive so you can create infinite possibilities in every aspect of your life. So that's important. You want to be in that space. You want to be in that clear, neutral space to be able to ask questions of whatever. So you might test it, and I'm going to test it. So we know that counterclockwise is my yes, and clockwise for me is no. Right? So I'm going to ask the pendulum, is my name Victoria? And it says yes. And the bigger the yes, I don't know if you can see, but it's really big. Now I'm going to say, is my name Stephen? It immediately stopped, and it goes to my no, really big. Clearly my name is not Stephen, not even in a past life. So, any question that you want to ask to check in, I often will use the pendulum for really fun things in my business, like dates. Which date is the most effective? I have a bunch of workshops coming up, and so just checking in and saying a specific date for my meditation workshop, or a crystal workshop or something. Pricing as well. I say for highest and best will attract the most amount of like-minded people for my workshop. And I'll just sit there and I'll say, okay, let's say, for example, I'm going to teach a workshop on crystals next month. And then I'm going to say, okay, so how many hours should it be optimally for people? Okay, 1 hour. Nope. 2 hours. So it'll keep staying neutral until you hit the yes. 3 hours. And I get a yes. So a 3-hour crystal workshop is what I should do. And then again, I could go through and look at the calendar and look at a couple of dates, and I would throw the dates out, and then I would wait for the yes. And then for pricing, I might say, okay, so 3-hour crystal workshop on, January 18th. It's a Saturday. Pricing, optimal pricing, $30, $35, and $35 for a 3-hour crystal workshop is going to be optimal to allow for all the people that are in alignment to come and spend time with me. So anyways, that's how I have fun with the crystal pendulum. Now, it doesn't have to be crystal. I just tend to be attracted to crystal pendulums. You can have metal ones as well, like brass and copper and things like that. So typically they're just something of this nature. They can be shorter, but there's typically a, thicker at the top, and then they have the point at the bottom. This is actually a shungite crystal pendulum. Shungite is a very powerful crystal that assists in protection against EMFs. So the radiation, Wi-Fi fields, and the energy that gets emitted from electrical devices all over the planet. So yeah, it's a pretty cool crystal, and I love to work with that crystal. So have fun, and I take this with me everywhere. Typically, when you buy it, you should have a little bag that comes with it. So maybe like a little velvet bag, and then you can have it with you. Keep it in your purse or your car or wherever you travel. I actually have one next to my bed. I have one in my purse, and then I have one in my healing room. So, you can also use crystal pendulums to ask if, as a healer, so I'm a Reiki master, energy worker, intuitive healer, and you can check in and check your own chakras, energy centers, right, energy vortexes, Or if you are a Reiki practitioner or energy healer, you can check on other people. So let's just say, for example, I have my client leaning down on their back, and then I can take the pendulum to each chakra and just hold it over it. Now there's nothing there, so it's not moving. But if I had a person there, it would tell me. It would either say open, closed, right? So, or it could be excessive or deficient in the chakra. And it's really cool because then I will do that before the session. It will tell me which chakras are specifically out of balance. And then after I do the energy clearing session, then we do it again. Now, I just do it for fun. I know at the end of the session with me that you are in full balance and cleared. But it's just nice to get that validation at the end, and the powerful, especially if you're a new healer and you're just kind of, exploring and getting into this stuff. It's really exciting and fascinating to see how that happens. And you can do it on animals as well. So let's see if my pup will come out and spend some time with us here. Come here, Captain America. Say hi to everybody. Hey, BB. Captain America is one of my healing pups, one of my healing therapy dogs. Come here, Cap. Come on. Yeah, come on. We're gonna work with you. Here, let me put this down. Come on, baby. Come on up. Come on, Captain America. Come on. Come on over. Come. Hi. Come on, honey. I just woke him up out of a sound sleep, so he's a little out of it. Yeah. How about you, Thor? Thor's my other healing pup. They're both Reiki healing therapy dogs. So when I work with clients, they take part. I also have a cat, but he didn't want to come into the session today. Cats are, they do their own thing. So he decides when he chooses to come into a session or not. So anyways, Pendulum. Have fun exploring. Let me know how it goes. Put your comments below about the video and about also future videos, any other information that you'd like to know about, and I will make a video for you. Stay in touch. You can subscribe to my channel. I would love your support in regards to that, and share it with other people as well, and follow me along all the platforms of social media. I'm Victoria Haffer. I've enjoyed spending time with you, and I hope you have a blessed day.